Well, it sounds like we are in for a big change by this time tomorrow night.
All right, so Eric, the timing of this, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, somewhere in there?
Right about in there at the start of the snowfall. And, you know, we haven't had a snowfall impacting a commute. It's crazy to say in February, heading into mid-February, but the last time we had a storm like this, it was on a weekend, and most of our snow has fallen at night. Boston hasn't had accumulating snow with daylight yet this entire year, which is crazy to think about. This storm is all about snow and slippery travel conditions. There's no real flooding or coastal issues or strong wind gusts. It's all about travel tomorrow afternoon and evening. So that snow arrives between 1 and 3 o'clock. It transitions to sleet as we head towards 7 o'clock, and then eventually rain for much of the area late at night. But the real issue is going to be that Tuesday evening commute, 1 inch per hour snowfall rates, the heaviest snow about 4 to 6 or 7 o'clock. And so that's where we'll have our poor visibility. And those are the conditions that road crews have the most difficulty taking care of. By the time we get toward Wednesday, conditions do improve. No deep freeze behind this storm. That will be helpful compared to what we had back in January, where it all froze up like a glacier. Not going to happen with this time. So here's our storm system tonight, bringing snow and ice to the Chicago area. Some snowfall on the radar in southern Pennsylvania, but our air is very dry right now. It's funneling down out of northern New England and Canada, so it's going to be a cold day tomorrow and very dry conditions. The humidifier might be running in your house out there tonight. We'll look at morning temperatures in the teens to low 20s, and we'll only manage the 20s to around 30 for most of the area tomorrow. Just getting to the freezing mark late in the day for coastal areas in southeastern Mass. So our snow arriving between 1 and 3, closer to 1 in central Massachusetts, closer to 3 toward Essex County in southeastern New Hampshire. By the time we get towards 7, we're starting to see that change over to sleet. Doesn't make driving conditions any easier. We'll go from snow to real greasy roads, difficult to clean up, and that ice will continue to come down for several hours. After midnight, we start to change over to rain for much of the region. You might even hear a rumble of thunder toward Cape Cod and the islands late at night, and they'll be tapering off to a couple showers and drizzle by Wednesday morning. So in that burst of snow, which all comes down in just a few hours, we're talking 3 to 6 inches of snowfall for much of the region. A little higher once you head towards southeastern New Hampshire and places farther off toward the north. And then for southeastern Mass, the Cape and the islands, about 1 to 3 inches of snow before that change over to sleet and then rainfall. Around the Cape and the islands, there won't be much of anything left by the time you wake up on Wednesday. When it comes to travel, after 2 o'clock is where things really start to go downhill, peaking mid-afternoon into the evening. Now, those will be the worst times to be on the roads. Wednesday morning, any lingering issues would likely be towards central Massachusetts and southern New Hampshire. This is where your snow goes to sleet and then ends as a little bit of freezing rain. Worcester area northward, that'll be pretty dicey early on Wednesday. We'll change over to regular rainfall for eastern areas as temperatures climb above freezing overnight. So from the Boston area, when do you clean up? I'd say around 10 o'clock would be a pretty good bet tomorrow night. Then on Wednesday, here's the difference maker compared to the last storm. We're in the 30s for highs in central Mass, but lower 40s in eastern Massachusetts. The cleanup will be much, much easier for us. And we're back to near 40 on Thursday afternoon. Nice mix of sun and clouds. And we'll actually make a run at 50 degrees on Friday. So the snow and ice that we get will not be sticking around for too long this week. Rain showers likely on Friday, and we may see some lingering rain into Saturday before drying out this weekend. There's the full 7-day. I would suppose another silver lining is we got a dry Valentine's Day, so we have some dinner plans on Thursday night. Should not be any weather concerns to deal with. David and Lisa, back to you.